Hey guys, how are you going today? In today's video, I'm going to talk about my farming strategy of indirectly dollar cost averaging from USDC into ETH during this downtrend, while at the same time earning transaction fees and making rewards. And it's completely automatic. In order to understand how I'm doing this, I'll briefly describe how pools in automatic market makers, or AMMs, work, and I'll show you how I'm actually measuring whether this strategy is actually profitable or not. If this sounds interesting to you, please smash that like button and click on that notify bell so that you're all set to go for my next video. Without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, how do AMMs, or automatic market makers, work? Most people are familiar with centralized exchanges. The way they work is simple. They just match buyers with sellers, and that is how the price is discovered. With AMMs, however, they pair two tokens together, 50-50 split according to the token values, into a liquidity pool. So, imagine I have one ETH, which has a value of $1,000, and I pair that with $1,000 USDC. So, I deposit one ETH and $1,000 USDC into a liquidity pool with a total of $2,000. Once I deposit that, I get LP tokens, which is like a receipt of my deposit. Now imagine that the pool that I deposited into has a total value of $20,000. So I have 10% of that pool. So I'll earn 10% of all trading fees and any other incentives offered from that pool. So what happens if the value of one or both of the tokens goes up or down? So imagine that we are in a downtrend, which we actually are, and that the price of ETH has gone from $1,000 to $500 per ETH. The pool will get rebalanced to reflect this through arbitrage, people selling their ETH to receive dollars, while the price of ETH is still valued above $500. So now the ratio between the two assets will change. The pool now has more ETH and less dollars. Originally the pool had $20,000, which was 10 ETH and $10,000 USDC. But this has changed because the price of ETH went down by 50%. So now the pool will have 12.5 ETH and $6,250 worth of USDC. So my 10% of the pool is now 1.25 ETH and $625. If I left the pool now, I would have more ETH and a lot less dollars from when I started. Essentially, I have been dollar cost averaging into ETH. As the price of ETH was going down, my dollars were decreasing and my ETH was increasing. And at the same time, I have been able to make trading fees and any other associated incentives. So long as you keep track of the value of your pairs, then this could be a good strategy. What are your thoughts? Please share what you are thinking in the comments section below. In order for this strategy to be successful, you'll need to keep track of the value of your LP tokens and follow them closely. On BSC Network, for example, YIELDWATCH app gives you the ability to track your LP's original versus current value, and you'll be able to see if your strategy is working to plan or not. Here's my example. Okay, so all I've done is I've just copied and pasted my wallet address into YIELDWATCH app. Once I do that, it will give me a breakdown of all my LP tokens that I have staked on the BSC chain. Okay, so on the first menu, it just shows how much the current value is, how much ETH I have, and how much USDC I have. It also shows how much APR I'm currently making, which is 13.5%, and how much cake I have made previously, which is 24%, and how much is currently pending. If I click on the information button link, it will show how much and in what ratio I originally deposited. So I originally deposited 10 ETH, and I currently have 10.56 ETH. So I gained about 0.56 ETH. and I originally deposited 21,879 USDC, but now I only have 20,807 USDC, so I lost around 1,000 USDC. It also shows my HODL value, and that is the value it would have been if I hadn't put it in the pool at all, and it just kept the tokens separately in my wallet, and that comes to $41,579. And it also shows the current value of my LP tokens in the pool, which includes the transaction fees that have already been added, which comes to 41,615. So I made a little profit from the transaction fees, but that doesn't include the 24 cake that I have harvested so far. Alright, so anyway, my goal is to dollar cost average into ETH. So the ETH seems to be increasing at the moment, and my US dollars seem to be decreasing at the moment. So that's what I'm looking for. And at the same time, I'm trying to get as much profit as possible. Alright, so I hope that gives you some insight into how I'm playing this extremely fragile downward trending market at the moment. I hope you could enjoy the video. I would be extremely interested in what your strategy is during these times. Are you dollar cost averaging, just accumulating stablecoins? Have you sold off any of your alts? How about your long-term holds? Any changes at all? If you have time, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm thinking of making my next video about paid token and all the changes it has made recently and where it is currently on the roadmap. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments below. Bye for now.